beautiful. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. I am Darla and you are tuned into The 30 Journey. Here I share my life lessons, experiences, and journey through my 30s with you. And if any of that sounds interesting, you should definitely subscribe, join the TTJRNY tribe, and also make sure you hit that notification bell. All right, y'all, let's talk. All right, fam. So yes, we finally get to talk about my biggest leap of faith that I have taken at the big age, I'm calling it, of 35. And that is, I quit my corporate job being an accountant for 6 years at a healthcare organization with no backup plan, with no other job lined up, praise God. And I've been unemployed and temporarily retired, I'm calling it, for 3 months already, 90 days without a corporate bi-weekly paycheck, y'all. Like, this has been quite an experience. And of course I've saved and things like that prior to making this jump, and again, like I said, we'll get into the details. And also, I left the only place that I have ever called home my entire life for the very first time at this big age, again, of 35, and moved. I moved. I know some of you guys follow me on Instagram, so I know y'all know that some things have changed within the stories. Like, y'all know this setup is not my usual setup. And I know some of y'all peeped that. So I know some of you guys may have probably already figured that part out. But as far as like quitting my job and things like that, if you've been paying attention, you know, to a lot of my videos and the things that I share, you probably picked up on that little tidbit as well, because this is something that I prayed for. This is something that God had me believing that would be a part of my life, and here I am. Like I said, God brought me here, and I have no idea what the next move is gonna be and what I'm gonna be moving into and what I'm gonna be doing. But we're gonna get into the details of all of this stuff, and I really wanna share with you guys, like I said, this beautiful journey that God has me on, and I hope you're able to resonate and take something from it. Before we get into all of the details about quitting my job and moving, I just wanna give you guys a little bit of history and what led into this. Let's start from the very beginning. In 2018, I got a vision from God. And it was April 25th, 2018 to be exact. I did a whole video. This was my very first video that I did on YouTube and published on YouTube. In this video, I expressed that basically purpose found me. This vision came out of nowhere, and it was truly a beautiful testament of what God was doing in my life. 2018, I was 32 years old, and I look at this as being like one of the best years of my entire life so far, believe it or not. And I mean, 35 is definitely a runner-up, but 32 was a great year because, like I said, I got a vision from God regarding purpose. I got a promotion. I was solo traveling. I was dating like crazy. Like, it was just a lot going on that year, y'all. But it was truly a beautiful, beautiful year because, like I said, of the vision that I got. I'm gonna link the video if you wanna check that one out. But in this video, I expressed what God was showing me in this vision and how it all started. So like I said, I got a promotion in 2018, and then I got the vision like 3 weeks later. And I'm like, God, why would you give me a promotion and then give me purpose 3 weeks later? And I even expressed to you guys like how that all came about and what I believe preceded that to even happen as far as purpose coming to my life. After I got the promotion and then I got the vision, y'all, like, my work performance and the things that I was supposed to be working on was like starting to slip a little bit because that's not where my focus was. But at the same time, I was still who I was. So my work ethic might have slipped for a season, but it wasn't anything that was long term. So after finding out about purpose and different things that God was laying in my spirit to do, I was like, oh, I gotta get an exit strategy going because I gotta get the heck up out of here, because I done already figured out that I'm not gonna be an accountant for the rest of my life. Even though in my mind, like, I'm like, that's what I'm gonna be doing, right? But when that vision came along, like, that went out of the window. God was really instructing me to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in this job in the meantime. And I was like, yeah, I know, yeah. But I was really focusing on the 30 journey, like, a lot, and what I wanted to do. And I felt like the more I focused on the 30 journey, the more things just started becoming more confusing. Because of my relationship with God, he was definitely letting me know that there was going to come a time where he was going to allow me to leave that organization, but only when it was time. And I had to be obedient in that season and really allow myself to do what I was supposed to do. And that was very challenging at times, because I was just like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I want to focus on my brand. I want to do all the fun things that I want to do in this. And I had to be obedient. And it took a lot of wrestling with God, going back and forth on some things, but I really made sure I stayed the course. So the next year in 2019, y'all, this was when I actually had a visit to a place that I'm gonna get to a little bit later and share that journey. But I had a visit to a place, and also at the end of that year, at the end of 2019, I was planning to quit my job then. And we already know what 2020 came with. So the fact that I was ready to quit my job in 2019 seems crazy to me now, but it also seems like that definitely could have been a real jump that I took at that time, and I would have been just fine. So in 2020, in December, I did another video for you guys titled, God, Where Are We Going? And honestly, I have not watched that video, I don't think, since I published it. But I do remember I expressed in that video that I was out of alignment. I was trying to figure out where God wanted me to go within this season that I was in, because I felt like there was a lot of stuff going on that was just frustrating me. And I was just like, I don't know where I'm gonna go next. And when I published that video, I did not know that God had me going somewhere literally. Cause we was about to go somewhere, all right. I talk about the alignment and all of the stuff that God was laying in my spirit at the age of 35, because the next month I turned 35 years old in January of this year. And in that video, I expressed to you guys, like, God was putting me in alignment to do something. And what he was putting me in alignment to do was leave my job and to move. And that is exactly what I did. And the beautiful thing about this, y'all, is the fact that I didn't think I could do either one. There was so much that was just going on. Oh my gosh, when I say I went through a wilderness season, trust and believe, that's exactly what I went through, y'all. Like, it was not fun. There was so much going on family-wise. There was so much that I just felt like I was taking on at that time. It was just a lot. And I thank God so much for giving me the strength to get through that, because even at the beginning of this year, the first quarter of 2021, same year we're in right now, there was a lot of stuff that happened during that time. And I'm just grateful to even be able to go through it and still hold my head up high and say, God, I trust you, because that is why I am where I am right now. So when I quit my job and I put in my 2 weeks notice, I was free at last, baby. I was like, all right, cool. We got 2 months. We're about to figure out how we about to make this shake. And I want to say, before I get into that part, just know it's nothing like knowing that you're about to quit when nobody else does. I recommend everyone have that experience at least one time in their life. And I just want to say, because I don't want there to be no confusion or misconceptions, trust and believe that I put those people in a very good position when I left. Trust and believe, and no one can take that away from me. I always left with stars, and I always left without having to burn a bridge or do anything negative or destructive on my way out. Any professional role that I was in has definitely helped me in my development, and I will not take that away from any organization or company that I've worked for. However, I will say that when it comes down to office politics and a lot of different things that are not for the benefit of people and employees, trust and believe that you should be working towards figuring out where you are can work for you, so you can get to where you want to be. Just had to throw that out there for y'all. But still in all, y'all, I'm very grateful for the experience that I've gotten, the skills that I've gained, everything that I was able to do in my professional career. But the fact that I have not had to work a corporate job for the past 90+ days has been truly a blessing. Trust and believe that. That was a big part of my journey, and I'm so happy that I did it. I don't know what's next for me. We'll get there in a second, and I'll let you guys know a little bit more about where I'm going. But before I do that, let's go into my move. 2019, I took a trip to Dallas, Texas, and that is where my new home is now. Granted, I am staying with family currently, so I am not in my own place right now, and I probably won't be for a couple of months. But at the end of the day, I am so grateful and blessed to be covered in this aspect, because this was not a part of the plan either, y'all. My original plan, y'all, was to be in my own space, working another corporate job while I continue to build my brand, and then kind of moving in that direction. Just basically to transition from one job to another, and also one place to another. That was the original plan for me. And I feel like this is, again, my bamboozled by Jesus moment, because this did not go like I planned it in my mind at all. I saved up, like I said, for 60 days, not 90 days. However, we are still sustaining. We still have other things that we can move around, make work, do whatever it needs to do in order to survive. But again, this was not a part of the plan. I had got the confirmation years ago, a couple of years ago, knowing that I was supposed to be here. I just did not know when. I did not know how. I did not know why. Still don't know why, but I know God has me here for a very special reason, even though He has not made it clear or 100% clear to me yet. And since I've been here only a month and a week so far. By the time you guys are seeing this video, I know that God is going to allow me to do many things, because many things have happened already since I've been here. I've realized that, again, I don't want to return back to corporate America right now, but I'm not against it, honestly. If it means helping to build my dream, if it means helping to pay these bills right now, if it means allowing me to fund a dream, I'm not against it. And I don't want anyone to think that I am downing corporate America, because I'm not. But I think it's important for people to know that there are structures and different things and policies in place in order to keep people basically moving like they are instructed to, or how they're programmed to. And I think it's important for people to start learning for themselves what they can better do to get to financial security, because I don't find financial security in a corporate job. And granted, yes, it provides some type of consistent payment and some type of legal documents stating that you will get this certain amount for these amount of hours worked. But at the same time, I think when you think about the long term of what this looks like for you and your life and your health, and just a lot of different things that go into it as well that most people don't really realize going in, it's important for you to really make sound and mindful decisions about what that looks like for you. That's something I'm grateful to say that I've been able to do while, you know, having these 90 days to kind of figure out where God is leading me. Also, I pray not to go broke. That would be great too, because Lord knows this just is not what I planned at all. This was not a part of the original plan. And if this is my bamboozled by Jesus moment, shout out to Yvonne Orji and that book. I have not finished it yet, but it is a great read so far. But I do want to say, if this is it for me, I'm just grateful, because one thing that I've been getting since I've been here is that that's not your story. And I'm going to tell y'all what that means for me. When I look around to some of the people that I look up to in business, and women who are doing amazing things for the culture, for their own brands and businesses, so on and so forth, a lot of them have a story where they hit rock bottom. They were completely flat broke, and they were just trying to figure out what are they going to do, how are they going to eat, so on and so forth, right? And one thing God has been laying in my spirit the entire time when I think about that, because I'm like, Lord, I don't want to be one of those people, but if it is, if that's a part of my story, so be it. And one thing God has been laying to me is that that's not your story. That is not your story. And I'm trusting and believing that that isn't my story. Granted, you know, I'm the type of person that is a calculated risk taker. So y'all know, going into this, of course, I had things that were already set and put in place. But also, I did not expect not to be working for almost 4 months now. So there's that. However, God has been making a way. He has been making a way the entire time. The beautiful thing is I have a home to go back to. I have an asset that is sitting in Louisiana with my name on it. I'm grateful and so thankful that my fam is holding things down while I'm pursuing what I want to pursue, because that is how they are supporting me. But at the end of the day, like I said, like, God would not bring me here if I wasn't supposed to be here, and if he was not gonna make a way for me while I was here. I legit have no pride going back to Louisiana and going back to my home and saying, you know what, didn't work out, guess we'll figure it out here. But again, God is pouring into me, the Holy Spirit is pouring into me. That is not your story. And I'm choosing to believe that. I'm choosing to believe that. I have so much encouragement that is coming my way for those that know exactly what I'm doing. And I am so grateful to have such a beautiful community of mostly women, because the stats say it's mostly women, guys. Y'all are here too, and I'm grateful, but mostly women. And some of the amazing, beautiful women that show themselves in the community, thank you. And I just want you to know, like, if you are truly on a journey to finding your way, trust and believe that if you follow God, the path is already written for you. It's always in the details. And I love being able to share this part of my journey with you guys. I really, really do. So this story goes much deeper. There's so much I left out, but I did not want this video to be super, super long. So if you stayed this far, thank you so much. Make sure you like this video. Also, make sure you are subscribed if you are not. And also follow me on Instagram, because now I get to share a lot more behind the scene moments of this journey. Also look forward to me sharing so much more of this journey, guys, because this ain't it. I have a lot of videos, like I said, videos of when I actually left my job, where I put in my letter of resignation, videos where I was cleaning off my desk and I knew I wasn't coming back, and literally speaking that moment into existence, packing up my car, doing all the things, packing to even leave to come to Dallas. Like, I have all of those videos coming your way. So look out for all of those. Let me know in the comments if you guys are in a similar space, if you are praying to God for this leap of faith moment that you're looking forward to. Let me know. Let us all know. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know if you actually figured this out before I said it. Let me know everything. I want to hear it in the comments, guys. I love hearing from y'all. So as always, remember to keep God first and to commit, baby, commit to the journey. Peace.